Guardians take on the Kansas City Royals next time they're in town. That's going to be Tuesday, July 25th, as a 7:10 start. You and three pals, 2 weeks from tonight at Progressive Field. Tickets, info, everything else, that MLB Ballpark app is indispensable. 4 tickets for you, Guardians, Royals, in a couple of weeks. Good luck. Caller 10. 216-578-1007 to win, or 800-348-1007.
Who needs broadcasting awards?
I like the sound of my own voice award.
When you've won World's Sexiest and 5 years in a row.
And the winner is
Alan Cox.
On 100 point.
Gen X and younger, because there's a lot of people that are getting divorced, like boomers getting divorced now, that make it longer. But I think for millennials and Gen Z, it's probably a lot shorter, especially Gen Z. They've only been around for 25 years.
Well, anyway, it would be, I don't know if that's a kick in the balls or if the guy's happy to get out. I mean, it's not like, it doesn't sound like it came out of the blue, you know, they've been having a tough time or whatever, but, and he will probably get dealt from the White Sox. I think the Reds want him, so he might end up in Cincinnati. But if you got to be a single guy, you'd probably rather be a single guy in Chicago than in Cincinnati.
But when you got that kind of money,
yeah, I know. You can create your own
wherever.
You can create your own reality, really. But
see, now this is a different website that says 7 to 8 years.
Well, let's just leave it at.
Well, then I like that one because then it means I was right.
People be divorcing.
Yeah,
there's no way around it.
You guys changed my perception of what a successful marriage could be, or like is, because before I thought a marriage was failed if you guys got divorced, but now if people,
like, a marriage is literally failed if you've divorced.
Yeah,
but I'm saying a successful marriage can still, like, 25, 30, 40 years. You guys were married 40 years and you guys got divorced. I don't consider that a failure.
I get what you're saying.
I don't consider staying together a success all the time.
That's
either,
what I'm
though.
saying. You guys changed my, because I thought the only way you're gonna have a successful marriage, number one rule is to stay together. And I'm like, no, we had a successful marriage, but we just grew apart and we got divorced. I can't say 30, 40 years is a failed marriage.
I see what you mean.
That he's saying that you obviously loved each other for a
Yeah,
while.
of course.
Other things,
like, yeah.
like, you know, it probably was more beneficial that you guys separate.
Well, also, a lot of people find out that all they had in common was the kids.
Yeah.
Or the sex or something.
Or what? Well, sex will keep
Doesn't
you together.
last 30 years.
Brrr.
Sex will keep you together for 30 years?
Yeah,
Might.
man. If you laying it real good.
Why do you think there's all those STDs in retirement
That
homes?
doesn't mean it's good sex.
Well, they're
it just
getting it
means
on.
There is sex.
Well, okay, but if it was that bad, they'd stop doing it.
But there are some terrible people out there that can lay the pipe real good, and that is the only reason why they still have any people in their life is because they give good sex.
Okay, so I figured out the variables here. The average length of a marriage is 20 years. Average length of a marriage that ends in divorce is 8 years.
Okay.
Because there's marriages that
There's
are
a lot of
lasting
people-
a lot,
yeah, and then
for a
they
long
die
time,
when
and
they're
then
100.
they're dying.
Okay,
So,
I get what you're
yeah.
saying. Those are two very different categories.
Right.
Could you imagine, though, you've been married for 50, 60 years, and then they're like, you know what? I
had
think
enough.
we should separate. We're getting a divorce. Like, why? Why on earth would you get divorced?
I mean, my parents were married for 52 years, and my dad divorced my mom by dying.
That's not
That's
divorce.
not
It's
divorce.
death.
That technically is a successful marriage.
That's a
I
successful
see.
and that's rare now. Like, because these married couples,
Like, who knows how her second marriage is going to go?
Shut up, Bill.
might not
be
get,
8
only get a
years.
couple years.
Son of a bitch.
I had to learn that in therapy, that not all relationships that come to an end are not even just a marriage, but like you can take things from different relationships.
I didn't understand that concept either.
That like it's not a waste of time if this person is
If there was-
something
there's
minuscule.
still good things. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they introduce you to a band that you really like, or they, whatever, just like something small like that. But
Because I didn't want to date people, because I was like, if I don't see myself marrying them, or like if we're not gonna get married, then why am I dating you?
well, I was like that for
Well,
years.
who do you know you're going to
That's
marry from the
stupid. Yeah.
jump? What?
I always thought it was, you look across the room, you feel your heart pitter patter together.
What are you,
and then-
5?
What?
Yes.
guys
Yes.
need to watch
when
High
it comes to
Fidelity.
dating.
I felt like Cody, not to the point of like But I did feel like this is a waste of my time because my ex and I were together for 3.5 years. We were engaged, and then I got called off. So then I was like, well, I'm not going to waste my time again. If I go on 2 or 3 dates with a guy and I don't
like
see
him,
it,
yep.
yeah, if I don't like, I couldn't marry you one day. I'm not going to waste another 3 years of my life.
Yep.
Well, yeah,
And then it
getting
took-
burned from right after an engagement, that's a different thing.
Yeah,
Well,
you're
but
gonna
then it
have
took
some
therapy
walls
to
up.
be like, hey, it's not necessarily a waste. If you date someone for 5 years and you have a great time together and you guys share awesome memories, that's not necessarily a waste.
Well, it's like your therapist will also tell you. Mine told me when I was getting divorced, he goes, you cannot date right away.
Mine told me it was all her fault.
Everything, every part of it.
Oh wait, no, that was what I wanted them to say.
They tell you, they said, most people should probably wait like a year to date after they get divorced. No one does that.
But what about whoring
because
around?
people can't wait to start
Your
getting
mom-
out there and doing
So
stuff.
your mom is dating.
Shut up, Bill.
But does she say abstain from sex or just like don't date?
Who?
Well, that's,
Like when you get divorced, like that's your time to
don't
like
date.
slay.
Don't have a relationship.
Yeah, why jump right back into something with someone when you're getting out of something? Divorce is like,
You're
they say
unwinding
it's
the
akin
marriage.
to a death, right? I mean,
You're
mentally,
grieving.
it takes the same toll on you. And we had kids. That makes it worse,
Next month will be my 4-month anniversary, the longest relationship I've ever
Oh
had.
my God!
Hey,
Jinx
goodness.
it, dummy.
We've already talked
Jinx
about it.
it.
We laughed
Good for you.
because there's that episode. My McBoyfriend likes Schitt's Creek.
Oh, yeah.
And I guess David on there, he has
my favorite person.
dated someone over 4 months. So my longest relationship was 4 months. So if it's 4 months and a day, then it was successful.
Wow, congratulations
Good
to
for
you.
you,
4
Cody.
months is your longest.
Wait, now, but when is
Tomorrow.
it? When is it? 4 months?
August 14th.
Oh,
Okay,
a lot
so he's
can
still got a whole
happen.
month.
Oh,
You
yeah.
haven't
got a whole
hit
month.
3
I
months
said
yet.
next month.
Dude,
He hasn't even hit 3 months.
I thought it was
In a
like
couple
tomorrow or something.
I
It's
said
the 11th.
August.
It's the 11th. It's
That's
not
why
even
I
July
asked.
14th yet.
So you haven't even hit 3 months yet. Why are you skipping ahead a month? That'd be like saying, you know what? In October, it will be my longest relationship ever
Because
when we hit 9
August
months.
is 3 weeks away.
But you
You
haven't
know,
even
in
hit
10
3
more years, I'll have worked here for 20 years.
But
People,
but Poundcake,
estimate
you haven't
they
even
go
hit 3 months.
3 months is a couple days away.
What?
It's-
Anything could happen in the next
Friday.
72 hours. Anything could
If I
happen.
get a
Okay.
call to say that we're done, then I'm blaming it all.
What if you get a call from the hospital telling you,
He better
you
not
guys,
be his emergency
you
contact.
guys are broken up, and there's
Okay.
another Rick Rufus Kroll.
A couple months was
I
about
forgot about that.
2 or 3 weeks ago or a month ago when we were saying who's the next person to get engaged on the show. I would like to cast my bid officially as Cody. He's going to
Why?
come back because you guys are all talking. You're counting months that haven't happened yet. He's going to be engaged by the end of the year.
He's not.
No, I'm
Christmas.
Nope.
Watch it.
not. No, I'm
Watch
not.
it happen.
I told him we're living apart, and I said if we can stay together through this year that we're living apart, we can get a place together. So we haven't even gotten into the living together phase yet. There's not going
It's
to be
going
an
to happen in a
engagement.
matter of weeks. You're going to move in, and then on your 1 month move anniversary, he's going to be down on one knee cooking you spaghetti.
We're down on both knees.
Or down on both knees.
Yeah!
I did
Proposing
pet
with
my
a
knee
different kind of ring.
That's not my size. It will be. Hey, let me give you this money here. It's $1,000. That'll buy you something, right? Well, I understand how money works. It's courtesy of the Buzzard Bookie. Good luck.
This is your chance to bet with the Buzzard Bookie and win $1,000 now. Enter this nationwide keyword at WMMS.com. Green. That's green. Enter it now at WMMS.com.
A couple in Colorado on that subject claim to have had the very first wedding officiated by AI.
Is it real? Like, does that count as a legal marriage?
Well, you got to file with the state. That's what makes it legal. But I mean, you can have anybody officiate it.
But they have to be certified.
Yeah, they do.
So the
You have to get a
AI is
license.
certified? It has a license?
Chat GPT for the newlyweds, Reese Winch and Dayton Truitt. I honestly don't know which is the guy and which is the girl with those names, but boy, you really don't want to write vows.
Yep.
When you're like, let's just let AI do it. That's a
ChatGPT right
great. You're shot out of a cannon. What a great start to your.
Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate the extraordinary love and unity of Reese Allison Winch and Dayton Truitt. We are honored and grateful to have each and every one of you here. We witnessed the joining of two souls in love, and on this remarkable day, we also embrace an extraordinary moment of innovation, as we have the privilege of...
And you know, Hitler did a lot of good things too. Why would anybody want this? Other than to say, like, we're the first ones. Maybe they got something paid for by doing that. Weddings can be expensive.
I was gonna say, you can get a sponsorship for pretty much anything. If you have like McDonald's cater your wedding or something like that, you can just be like on there, "Hey, I'm loving it," and then you have, your face on a box or
Yeah,
something.
because you know how McDonald's needs influencers to
I
really
told
get their
Brian-
Every
sales up.
company would love influencers. So let's not get it twisted. You act like they don't spend millions
McDonald's,
of dollars marketing every year.
Not McDonald's.
They don't need help.
They don't need that kind of help.
Stop
Plus,
showing
they got
commercials.
endorsed by the president.
Penn Station, maybe.
Being part of the first AI-officiated wedding, we eagerly look upon this ceremony not only as a celebration of your love, but also as a symbol of unity between humanity and artificial intelligence.
Ah, boy. What were you saying, Mary Lynn?
I told Brian I'd whore out for
You'd
our wedding.
whore out.
Not like with my vagina, but with like promotion and endorsements. I was like, dude, if when it comes to like a nice wedding, let's get endorsed out the ass by like a diamond company, by a
It's so
really nice
inauthentic.
venue. I don't care. They're gonna give you a $10,000 venue for free just to post pictures
No,
about it.
here's
No,
the
they're not
problem,
going
though.
to.
No, because the wedding industrial complex needs no help whatsoever.
Yeah, people
Maybe
love
they do.
spending money.
No, they don't.
Who's
They
out
got-
buying diamonds anymore? People don't even hear about diamonds.
Yeah, because they don't need to advertise them.
No,
because
they
buying
People
them.
have heard of
never,
diamonds.
No, they
Yeah,
haven't.
people-
They've
yeah,
never
they-
heard of
Every
diamonds.
kiss begins with K, bitch. What do you mean?
Yeah,
I'm
but they don't
saying-
have dumb influencers doing
They
that.
might.
People on TikTok. Hey, I got a diamond ring. People know about diamonds.
They've never heard of them. Not the kind of diamonds I'm
And
gonna
then-
have.
Well,
Special.
the venue that Gwen and I got married in Chicago was an art gallery, and it was very expensive.
How much?
I'm not going to talk about that, but
$25,000?
what I'm saying is they had a waiting list 2 years long. The only reason we got in is because nobody wanted Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
These dummies who think that, like, your wedding success is predicated on Friday the 13th. We scooped it right up. We love Friday the 13th. We jumped a 2-year-long wait list on this venue because it was wide open. So these places need no help at all.
Okay, but what
Nevertheless, you should still try to do that.
what if they meet us and really like us, and they're like, "You're the couple that we
Who
want to represent
wouldn't
our band."
love
That's
you when
what
they
I'm
meet you? Of
saying.
course.
We want a couple just like you to represent our brand. Salt of the earth, authentic,
Vegan,
vegetarian.
vegetarian.
Yeah, we do need a vegetarian-friendly venue.
You still got.
You consider yourself
You're
salt.
jumping ahead.
What's that?
She's not even engaged yet.
That's what I'm saying, though. If we got a endorsement for engagement rings,
So you're gonna get married
You'd
just
get
because
in-
you're getting
yeah.
endorsements?
So you're kind of putting the cart before the horse here. The engagement
Okay.
would be predicated on
if the, ring
proximity.
is free, have you met my boyfriend? One-ply toilet paper? Yeah. If the engagement ring is free, I feel like that might put a little fire under his ass.
Be doing friggin'
Do you want it for
commercials for the
propose?
next 10 years.
Right. And I'm not saying we have to. It's gonna
Hey,
make
it's
them-
Mary for Diamonds again. Have you guys heard about
And
6 years ago when Brian and I got
It
married?
was the most magical day
It
of my
was
life.
fantastic. And
I
now
remember it like it was yesterday.
You're going to sound like that AI officiating the wedding.
I'm just saying, if you could pay for an engagement ring or get one for free, which would you rather do?
Oh, obviously. Well,
I'm gonna not do either. I don't want either.
but there would be a thing in the back of your mind, though, where
Of
your
what?
wife's going to be like, you didn't even spend money on the ring.
Not me. If I can get a
Well, not you.
5-carat ring for free,
Yeah.
because they're gonna give me the best and the blingiest to show it off. Like I'm J-Lo. I got a cherry tomato sized ring over here.
But that's not going to be what they give you.
No.
Yes,
And
it
it's not going
will.
to be the kind of company they're going to be like, this is diamonds, but it's spelled DYMANDZ. Yeah.
Yeah.
And, they're just like diamonds, but they're
not
not
creative.
real.
But they're
Yeah, like,
hard
yeah.
plastic.
They have
Right.
Secret Service follow you.
Hell
Going to be
yeah.
a little chip of lucite
I remember
in the shape of a
glass.
diamond. Yeah.
years ago, there was a New Year's Eve party at the 9 or like in the Vault, and it was sponsored by I think it was like Tiffany and Company or something like that, and they had millions of dollars worth of jewelry down there, and they had Secret Service out the ass. And I was like, "Can I try these on?" They said, "Sure." and
It was probably just a security
Yeah, it's a
company, not
security company.
Secret
It's like
Service.
Service.
But they told me yes, try it on.
I'm
And-
sorry the president got assassinated. We were babysitting some diamonds in Cleveland.
And in
a
trying them
basement.
on, my mind registered that as walk around with them. So I put on like $1,000 worth of jewelry, like hundreds of thousands. I had like a $100,000 ring, a bracelet, necklace, and all that stuff. And then I was like, I'm gonna go walk out of the vault and show everyone off. Security stopped me. So
Yeah, why would you?
Why would you
I
think that
don't-
you can try something on and walk around
That's
with
worth
it?
tens of thousands of dollars.
They had security. I thought it was fine. I was like, I'm checked out. I'm cool. I was there on a radio promotion.
How is he walking around the world, not bumping into buildings?
He probably is.
How is he not walking through red lights? I mean, you're like, oh, I'll just put on what you've described as hundreds of thousands of dollars of
wasn't
diamonds
hiding that I
and
was wearing
walk
it.
around. What?
I wasn't. It was sectioned off, like it was in the vault. That
You said you were going to leave the vault.
Yeah, I was gonna walk around the party that was inside the little. It was all in the basement, but this one particular area is where they had the jewelry showcase.
Yeah.
They had security there.
They
so-
also probably want women wearing them.
No, there was. You think men weren't gonna put on like a $500,000 necklace? Like,
Tennis
come on.
bracelet.
And I guarantee it was just costume jewelry.
Nah,
It might have been real.
I gotta find a picture.
It might have been real,
I was
I
acting
don't believe
stupid.
it.
but
Why would they? Why would
He
they
takes
risk
off
that?
running.
But
Yeah.
I wasn't.
nothing
hiding.
bad
No,
ever
but-
happens in downtown Cleveland.
Just damage alone. I think, yeah, you put on a $500,000 necklace and then it gets trampled by a cow.
That's Cleveland.
You see that cow get caught up in that
Oh,
dude's
yeah.
bicycle?
Running
It's
around.
wild.
What a
Oh, it's
mess.
great.
Where'd he come from?
The barn, the police barn.
That was
Right?
a cop cow?
I think it was a cop cow. They said maybe they were just going to keep it in the police barn because it was the nearest barn. That's why I thought it was funny. A lot of people were responding like, the police have a barn?
Yeah.
That's where the mounted police horses are.
Yeah, but why do they have cows, though?
I don't know that they do. I think they were just like, let's get it there because it's nearby.
Mm.
But where did the cow escape?
That's what
From.
I'm saying.
Right, well, yeah.
That was my
There's
question.
Maybe
cow
it is a
named
cop
Punch.
cow. Punch.
Yeah.
Punch the cow.
Uh,
Remember in junior high, the priests told us not to do that. Ever. Ever, ever, ever.
Moo.
I've got to take a break here. If you want to text me for anything, 35192. AlanCoxShow.com is where your pictures will come through the air, and we'll be back.
The Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS.